Did you all go through it? Did you all go through the notes? Uploaded the notes for separation of substances. Ashwath, Adrit, did you both go through it?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So today we'll be starting off with a new lesson. We have a new student. Ashwath, Adrit, please turn your cameras on. Hi, Mohanish.
Hi, ma'am.
Hi.
Hi, ma'am.
Yeah, so you're a new student here. Okay, so I'll just give you, do you know how this class works? Like, this is your first time at Chanakya, right? Am I audible, Mohanish? Mohanish, am I audible?
Yes, ma'am, you're audible.
Yeah, so this is your first time at Chanakya, right?
No, ma'am, second day.
Okay, second day. What is the other subject? You have enrolled for mathematics also?
Ma'am, yes, you teach math.
Okay, all right. So I'll just tell you how this class works. Okay, so I'll be taking lectures for you all, and in case if you mix lectures, you have the lectures uploaded in your past lectures with the name of the lesson and the date. You can refer that if you miss any classes, and all the resources, all the chapters that I complete in class will be uploaded in the resources, which we can like go through it for every weekly Sunday test you'll be having. Today you're not having any test because I have not taken a class that is supposed to be taken day before yesterday, so I'm compensating that today. And you should not be taking notes. Mohanish, I want you to be in class when I'm taking class. Are you there? I just left. Okay, anyways, guys. So today we'll be starting off with a new lesson that is about, now you know, like for example, let me start off with the day. Ashwath, when you first wake up in the morning, what does your mom do? What does your dad do? What do you do?
What, ma'am?
When you first wake up in the morning, what are the things that goes on around you?
Ma'am, my mother will cook food.
Okay. That's it.
And I will brush and take bath.
Okay, what will your dad do?
He will sleep.
Sleep. Okay, what will your teacher be doing in her house?
Ma'am, I
I don't know. Okay. So what will be on the roads? You know that on the roads, the vehicles will be keep on going. You will continuously be breathing. So all these processes continuously happen around you. There are certain things that you can control only when it comes to you. But things like your mom breathing, your mom's heart rate, your mom cooking food, she has cooked food for the whole family to run. One day she doesn't cook food, the whole family has to starve, right? So all these things keep going around you. Respiration, precipitation, evaporation, condensation, photosynthesis, all these continuously keep on going around you. That is what we're going to be seeing today. That is changes around us. Mohanish. Mohanish, can you hear me? Mohanish, am I audible? I'm talking to you. Guys, am I audible to rest of y'all?
Yes, ma'am.
Mohanish, why are you not able to answer my call for you? Am I audible? Am I not audible to you?
Ma'am, he left.
Sorry?
He left.
He left. Great. All right. This is what we'll be seeing today. Okay. So, for example, you want... Please mute yourself, Mohanish. Okay. So, for example, you don't want your teacher to conduct a test today. Okay. You don't want your mom to cook the food that you don't like. Okay. You don't want your brother to steal your chocolates. So you don't want certain things to happen. So it will be really nice if you had these magical powers to, control things around you. So what are the things you want to change? Ashwath, can you tell me, if you had powers to change things around you, what are the things you would change?
Ma'am, can you repeat?
If you have magical powers to change things around you, what are the things you would change?
Ma'am, the society.
If you change society, what would you change the society?
To behave them good.
Make them behave good. That's very nice. What about you, Adrit?
Ma'am, to make the building more bigger.
I want to make the building more bigger. Why? What happened? Why don't you like small buildings?
Ma'am, they don't have so many floors.
Okay. Why does that bother you? So what if buildings are small? All right. Mohanish, what about you?
Ma'am, I want to have powers. I want to kill the greedy of every person. I want to kill the greediness of every person.
Okay, you want to kill the greediness
Yes,
of
I want
everybody.
to remove the
Okay,
idea of being greedy.
okay,
I hate
okay.
greedy
Thank you,
people.
Mohanish. Okay.
Thank you.
All right. So you all know that anyways, we're never going to get these magical powers to make these changes around y'all. But besides having these magical powers, there are certain things that you can do to make changes around you. So many changes are taking place around us on their own, like photosynthesis, evaporation, condensation. You don't control them. It happens on their own, right? So in the fields of, like, for example, crops, they change from time to time. Sometimes leaves fall from the tree, they change color, they dry out, and the flowers sometimes they bloom, sometimes they die. And there are many changes that is happening in our body itself. Your nails are growing, your hair is growing, you grow taller, your weight increases. So do you realize that earlier that so many changes are taking place around you all the time? So you can see that for 1 second you blink your eyes, there are millions of things that happens around you, like millions, not even millions, like infinite. You cannot count them. Okay, in a blink of an eye, so many changes happens around you. So some changes can be grouped together. Okay, so how do we group all these changes? That is what we're going to see. We group them with the similarities around them. Okay, now for example, your mom is making food in the kitchen, and that is your mom. A person is converting seawater to salt. He's getting salt from seawater. Okay, and another thing is it's going to rain in a while. So you can see in the first situation, your mom's cooking. Second situation, salt is being obtained. Third, you're having the rain cycle. So in all these 3, there's one common process. Can anyone, all of y'all say anyone? What is it? There's one common process that happens in all these 3.
Ma'am, is it drain cycle?
No, in all these 3, one process, there's a name. One process happens everywhere. Find what it is. I'll be back in a minute. Hello? What? No, I'll send it to you. 1000. Pada. Sorry, bye. What? Say okay, fine, bye. Okay, bye. I should send it to you. Yeah, did any of y'all find it? What is that one thing? Okay, what happens when you're cooking food? Your mom is boiling egg in water. What happens to it? So basic question, guys.
Ma'am, can you repeat?
Your mom is boiling egg, okay, in water. What is
Ma'am,
happening?
evaporation?
Evaporation is happening in cooking. Very good.
No, ma'am.
What is happening here? Salt is being obtained. So the seawater is first.
Yes, ma'am. Seawater. Evaporation of seawater.
Evaporation again occurs over here. In rain cycle, what happens with the water?
Evaporation.
Ma'am, it evaporates to form seawater. It evaporates and
Okay.
forms the seawater.
Okay, Manish. Okay, fine. So you can see evaporation is the common process that happens in all these 3. So depending on the similarity of these processes, we are able to group all of them under one category. Okay, so we're going to first see that can all the changes always be reversed? Now, you know what is the meaning of reversed, right? Like for example, you're having ice. Okay, now you're going to convert this ice to water. Can you convert the water back to ice?
No, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Why can't you
Yes,
convert it?
ma'am.
You
Yes,
can
ma'am.
convert, right? So this is called a reversible change. This you can see that solid is being changed to liquid or ice is being changed to water. So this is called as change. Okay. And things that can be reversed to the first change it was already there is known as a reversible change. So basically, a change reversed or undone is called a reversible change. Okay. Whereas there are things you cannot change. Okay. What are give me an example for things that cannot be changed?
Ma'am, boiled egg.
Boiled egg. Excellent. Very good. So you're boiling an egg, you can't make it into a hard egg again, right? Very good, Ashwath. So you're boiling an egg.
Ma'am, this is Adrit, ma'am, I told.
Sorry, Adrit. Very good, Adrit. So this is
Ma'am,
yeah,
chocolate powder.
chocolate powder.
No, ma'am, chalk into powder. Chalk.
Chalk into powder, but actually you can
Ma'am,
put chalk
sugar
into powder now.
Ma'am, sugar dissolving in water.
Okay, we'll come back to that again. So you're boiling it. And you're making it into a boiled egg. So this is an irreversible change or changes that cannot be reversed or undone. Okay, now coming back to the examples that Ashwath gave me, he told me that chalk to chalk powder. It is, Ashwath, tell me, is it irreversible or reversible? Ashwath? Okay. Irreversible. Adrit, you tell me. Is it reversible or irreversible?
I'm irreversible.
Mohanish?
Ma'am,
Converting
it is,
chalk into
ma'am, it is
chalk
not
powder.
irreversible.
It is?
Not irreversible.
No, just tell me if it is reversible or irreversible.
Ma'am, it is irreversible.
All of y'all are wrong. It is reversible. You just need to mix chalk powder in water and you have to make it solid. Let it dry up. It will become chalk again. That's it. Okay. So chalk into chalk powder. So please think before you answer, all of y'all. It can easily be reversed back into chalk. And another example you gave. What did you give me? Another example, Ashwat?
Ma'am,
Adrit told.
sugar dissolving in water.
Huh. Sugar in water. Okay. How many of you all tell me it's reversible? Okay. How many of you tell me it's irreversible? You should say something.
Ma'am,
No.
I.
Only Mohanish?
Ma'am, me too. Ashwat.
Okay, Ashwat, Mohanish. What about you, Adrit? It's reversible or irreversible?
It's irreversible.
Again, all of three of you are wrong. This is what I've already taught you, know. Decantation, sublimation. How do you obtain salt water? How do you obtain salt from salt water? Remember the experiment? To place ice on top of the plate, evaporate it, condense it. The 4 methods that I told you all.
Ma'am, I was not there in that class.
So go and refer the old lectures, you will understand. All right. So you can reverse, you can take sugar separately from water. All right. So these are some of the changes that is reversible and some of the changes that is irreversible. Now, for example, taking a balloon. So balloon is inflated. It doesn't have any air in it. You're blowing air in it. It becomes a balloon with air. You release the air. Again, it becomes an inflated one. So again, this is a reversible change. Okay. So there are lots of reversible and irreversible changes. Okay. So I'll ask you one by one. I want all of you all to tell me if it's reversible or irreversible. The order is Adrit, Ashwat, Mohanish. Okay. First question. Batter, batter, no? Batter into idli.
Yes, ma'am.
Reversible or irreversible?
Ma'am, it's reversible.
How will you convert back idli to batter? Your mom is making idli. She's taking the batter. She's boiling. She's cooking the batter. She's making the idli. How can you make it back into the batter? It's not possible, right?
Yes, ma'am.
So it is irreversible. Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
Next question. Wet clothes to dry clothes.
Reversible.
Reversible. Very good. Next question. Woolen yarn to knitted sweater.
No, ma'am, it is not reversible. It's irreversible.
Not reversible. Why it's not reversible?
Ma'am, we cannot make woolen from to Nile sweater. We cannot make woolen to Nile sweater. Woolen is different, Nile is different.
No, what I'm telling you is woolen yarn to knitted sweater. Knitted means stitched.
Yes, it is reversible, ma'am.
It is reversible. You can pull the threads off, right? Okay. Next question. Grain to flour.
Ma'am, irreversible.
Irreversible. Very good. Because you're already grinding the grain into powdery substance. You cannot reverse it back into solid. Okay. Next question. Cold milk to hot milk.
Reversible.
Reversible. Next question. Straight string to a coiled string. Straight wire to a coiled wire. Tell me if you don't know, Mohanisha, we can go to the next person. Hello? Adrit, can you answer?
Ma'am, can you repeat the question?
A straight wire to coiled wire.
Ma'am, it's reversible.
Reversible. You can straighten the wire again. Okay. Okay, very good. Next question. A bud to a flower.
Irreversible.
Irreversible. A baby can be baby only once. Very good. Next question. Milk to paneer. Mohanish, if I'm not able to hear you, you can at least text in the chat box if you know the answer. I think you're having an issue with your mic. Converting milk to butter is reversible or irreversible? Okay, I'll wait for your answer. Anyways, it's irreversible. Okay, very good. Very good, Ashwat. What happened to you, Mohanish? First class itself. Can make paneer. How is it reversible, Mohanish? Once you convert milk to paneer, you cannot make paneer back to milk. It is irreversible. Okay. Next question.
Yes, ma'am.
Rubber band to its normal size.
Ma'am, it's irreversible.
Okay. It's irreversible. Yeah, Adrit, is that what you said?
Ma'am, I told irreversible.
Okay, it's not irreversible. It is reversible. You stretch a rubber band, it becomes big. You leave the rubber band, it becomes small again, right? So it is easily reversible. Okay. Next question. Ice cream to melted ice cream.
Irreversible. Ma'am, reversible.
Okay, very good. Reversible. All right. So you all can seriously it's very easy for you all to just think whether you can make it back into the substance or not. All right. So could there be any other ways to bring the change? That is what we're going to see. So we all have seen that tools that we use in digging of the soil, right? You have seen different tools are used for digging the soil. So have you ever seen that these iron blades or the iron tools that is used is it's fixed in such a way with a wooden handle? So have you ever seen how the iron blade in these tools is fixed to the wooden handle? So what happens? Wait, I'll show you the image. So you have different tools for basically digging the soil. This will be the wooden handle. I'm just drawing 3 different tools, okay? One tool will be like this. This will be the iron plate. One tool will be like this. Here will be the iron. One tool will be like this to scrape out the soil. So you can see that they are they use for the same purpose, but there are different types of tools. Okay, the iron blade of these tools, it has a ring in which the wooden handle is fixed. So here, there's a ring over here with which it is fixed. Here also there is a ring with which the wooden rod is fixed. Okay, so it is basically having a ring that is attached to the wooden. Okay, it is fixed. So normally the ring it will be slightly smaller than the size of the wooden handle. So to fix the handle, the ring is heated and then it slightly becomes larger in size. Now, for example, this is the, listen carefully, this is the wood, okay? It is 2 centimeter in diameter. You're putting an iron ring around it. The ring is normally 1.5 centimeter only. They'll put it small only. Okay. So how you can ask me, how will the wood fit inside if the size is smaller than the wood? Right. So what they will do is, first they will heat the iron, and this iron will expand. It will expand to become 2 centimeter. Okay, so heating of iron expands iron. That is what you've learned now. Okay, so then now the handle will be easily, it will be able to fit inside the ring. And when the ring cools down, again it will become, when it cools down, it will go back to its size. Now it can tightly hold the wood. Now it's tightly fixed. Okay, so such a change is also used for fixing of iron rim into wooden wheel. You know, wheel cart and all is there, no? A cycle and all this method and all is used. So again, metal rim is slightly smaller than the wooden wheel. On heating of the rim, it expands and it fits into the wheel. Cold water will be then poured onto the rim, which will contract and will tightly fit into the rim. Now, so what have you understood now? So heating of certain substances increases its size. Okay, while cooling of certain substances decreases its size. All right. So when we, for example, when we heat water in a pan, it begins to boil after some time, right? So if we continue to heat further, the quantity of the water will begin to increase or decrease.
Decrease.
Decrease. What? Why does it decrease?
Ma'am, because it will evaporate.
It will evaporate. Very good. Okay. So the water changes into water vapor, which we learned in the last chapter, right? So again, when you cool down, you're putting a plate on top and you're cooling the water down. What will happen? Water vapor touches the plate and converts into you're boiling the water, you're placing a plate on top, you remove the plate, what will be on top of the plate? Repeating again, you're taking a pan, you're taking water, you're heating it. When it's heating and boiling, you're putting a plate on top of the pan. After you remove the plate after some time, what will be on top of the plate?
Evaporated water.
Evaporated water. So you can see the cooling process is happening there and the volume of the water becomes the same again, the one that has decreased. So heating decreases the volume of the water, cooling increases the volume of the water. You can clearly see the example over here. Okay, so we saw the same thing into melting of ice. So we have different changes that is happening around us, and this is the basic changes that we have seen. All right. So now, so basically, heating of certain substances increases its size. This is known as expansion. Whereas cooling off certain substances.
Ma'am, I have a doubt.
Yeah.
Ma'am, you are telling cooling off certain substances decreases its size. When we heat and cool it, it will be back to its size.
Yes.
So when an iron rod or anything, if we cool it, it will decrease.
No, that won't happen. Okay, because you can do only cooling after heating process. Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
This is called as contraction. All right, and another term you have. Transition or conversion of solid to liquid is called what? Ice becoming water is called as?
I don't know, ma'am.
Melting.
Oh, man.
Basic question, no? Melting. Okay. So these three are the new terms that you have learned in this lesson. This and all is no need. These are only examples. And also, Mohani, she left in between when I was talking to you. So please, this is the reason why I'm asking all of you all to turn your cameras on. When you got into class, when I was giving,
It's not there.
what's wrong with this guy? Okay, anyways, take notes, guys.
Ma'am, what should I do? Ma'am?
You should copy down whatever I've given on the screen.
Okay, ma'am. Can you give me some time?
Yeah, take your time. Guys, tell me when you're done. Tell me your name and tell me when you're done.
Ma'am, over ma'am, Ashwath.
Okay, Ashwath.
Ma'am, I'm not understanding what is in the down in the what did you wrote. Changes as down part. Yes. Ma'am, can you repeat that? Ma'am, like that. All right, ma'am. Yes. Ma'am, Mohanish completed.
Okay. Adrit, you're done too, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, all right. So we'll have a little Q&A session. Hmm.
Ma'am, I have completed. What should I do?
Wait, I'll ask questions. Wait.
Ma'am, I have completed.
I've asked you to wait, Mohanish. Wait, I'll ask all questions.
Ma'am, what is the order?
Yeah, I'll tell you now. It'll be Adrit, Ashwath, and Mohanish. Okay. First question. Tell me if the following cannot be reversed. Okay. Tell me which of the following cannot be reversed.
Okay, ma'am.
Hardening of cement.
It can be reversed.
Okay. How do you reverse it? Can you convert the liquid cement back into solid and back into liquid?
Yes, ma'am.
How? Tell me. You cannot do that. Okay, it's not possible. Next question. Mm, Okay, tell me if this is true or false. Okay, dissolving salt in water is an example of irreversible change.
False, ma'am.
Why? What is the correct answer then?
Ma'am, it can reversible.
Okay, very good. Fine. Next question. Melting of ice is reversible or irreversible?
Melting of ice is a
Sorry? You're not audible, Mohanish. Please enter your answer in your chat box. It is? Mohanish, I can't hear you. Please use the chat box. Please use the chat box. Okay, next question. Which of the following is a permanent change? Okay, before we go to this, have any of y'all heard the term chemical change?
No, ma'am.
Okay, have you heard the term physical change? Okay, so chemical change is nothing but when one substance changes into another and a new substance is formed. Okay, that is only called a chemical change. Okay, now what do you say? You're going to burn a few wood, and the burning of wood is creating the wood into ashes. So this is a chemical change. Wood is being converted into ashes. Okay, whereas physical change means the changes that do not create new substances. For example, you're chopping wood. The wood is still wood. You're not changing anything, right? You're going to mix gray marbles with green marbles. The marbles are still marbles. No changes occurring. Okay, you're shredding paper, you're cutting paper into pieces. The paper is again still paper. No new substance is being formed. Okay, you're melting ice. Now tell me, melting of ice is a chemical change or physical change? Adrit?
Ma'am, is it physical change?
Very good. It is physical change because you won't. Okay, why can't you say it's a chemical change?
Ma'am, because it's not changing to chemical.
It's not chemical. It's not changing into another thing because the water is only freezing again. It's being water only in solid states. It's water at the end. Okay, you're not getting any new substance. Okay, that is why it comes under a physical change. Okay, has someone heard of physical change? Okay, Mohanish, and you haven't answered my question for the MCQ. I couldn't hear you in the audio, so I asked you to text me the answer, and you still haven't given me the answer. All right. Fine. Just please take note of it, of whatever you understood from whatever I told you of what is physical change and chemical change. Just write
Ma'am,
down. Yeah, sure.
can you repeat the physical change and the chemical change?
Yeah, I'll just repeat once. Listen carefully. So, chemical change. In a chemical change, one object changes into another object by creating new products. Okay, whereas in physical change, no new products are formed. That's it. Basically, physical changes do not produce any new substances. Chemical changes results in the production of new substances. And also, chemical changes cannot be reversed. Note that also down. So next time, if you don't know if something is reversible or irreversible, find if it is a chemical change. If it is a chemical change, then it is always irreversible.
Ma'am, chemical and physical change.
Tell me when you're done.
Ma'am, this is Adrit. I'm done.
Okay, Adrit.
Ma'am, over, ma'am. Ashwath.
Okay, Mohanish, are you done? Can you text me in chat if you're done or not? I'll wait 1 minute for you. I asked you to take note of what is physical change and chemical change. Did you make note of it, Mohanish? Please concentrate in class. Yeah, please make note of it and tell me when you're done.
Ma'am, why are you not conducting the test?
Because he's making note of it. That's why he's not giving me a response yet.
Ma'am, Sunday test, Sunday.
Sunday test I didn't give because I didn't take this week properly, no classes. So I'll have to repeat the same questions what I gave you last week. That is what I told you in the beginning of the class, right? I missed so many classes this week because of weather conditions. So you will be having 20 question MCQ or something next Sunday. All right?
Okay, ma'am.
Yeah, Mohanish. No, Mohanish, your voice is very feeble. You're not audible. Please text me. Mohan, please text me. I can't hear you. Okay, Ashwath, tell me if this is reversible or irreversible. Making of ring from gold.
Reversible.
Very good. Adrit, making a statue from wood. Reversible or irreversible?
Ma'am, it's reversible.
How can you convert it back? No, Mohanish, a physical change is, I didn't tell you if a physical change is reversible or irreversible. I just told you a physical change is a substance that do not make new products. That's it. Don't write irreversible or reversible. Only for chemical change, it is irreversible. Adrit, once you carve a wood, once you cut a wood and make it into a shape, you cannot get the shape back because you already cut it. Okay, so it is irreversible. All right. Okay, that's it for today. And also, this is a very small lesson. With this, you're done with the lesson. So whatever you learned in this lesson is what is chemical change, what is physical change, what is contraction, what is melting, what is reversible, what is irreversible. That's it. All right. Please text me privately if you have any doubt. I got to go for my next class. Any doubts did you have so far? Do you have any doubts right now? Any of you all? Adrit, any doubt?
No, ma'am.
Ashwath, Adrit. Okay, fine. Okay. Thank you. Thank you so much, guys. I'll see you tomorrow. Okay. Bye.
Bye, ma'am.
Bye bye.